Hello, kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome back to the Kingdom of Kain. I am your host, the Jovial Jester of the Kingdom, Kain Drago. We are back with another WWE 2k22 MyGM 15-week hard mode challenge. This time, WCW. We are going up against Stephanie McMahon on Raw. I could have done Shane, but I think she has at least a slightly better power than him. So, we went Stephanie. I will be playing as William Regal. Almost all of the created or in-game WCW people are available to draft. I did take a small handful, like 3 to 5, and make them legends just in case they come up so that I can potentially still make use of Regal's card. Obviously, I chose Regal because he was in WCW for so long, but still wanted the option to possibly make use of his normally really good card. So small, quite small, but a small collection of them have been made legends just in case it comes up. Make sure we're actually using the draft pool. So it's hard, 15 weeks as usual. And yeah. Also, if you, I've been bad at saying this, but just a reminder, if you like the content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe and shoot some comments down. Tell me what you think. See, is there any challenges you want to see done? We have a couple more ready to go, but there's plenty more to be done. In that vein, let's get started with this one. We're going to start the draft. So, who will we get to choose from? I said almost all are in the draft pool to possibly come up. I just took a very small selection. Like I said, I think it's of less than 5 to put in the legends, just like I said, for the purpose of hopefully being able to use the card, mostly just to get rid of it from my inventory more than anything. So right off the bat, we have several good ones. The top 4 are all usable. Cactus Jack, Road Warrior Hawk. Road Dogg was there for quite a while as Brian Armstrong. And Rowdy Roddy Piper. Also Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, I'm seeing Sid is also available there. Rikishi, fun fact, back in his Fatu days, before he was Fatu the Head Shrinker, he was Fatu a member of the Samoan SWAT team. So he actually is available. So looking at the pairings for the top groups and the available stamina for the top groups, I'm going to go... You know what? I'm going to go Cactus Jack. They took Hawk, of course they did. And I'm going to go Psycho Sid to go up against Cactus Jack to start. Stop taking all my people. Took Boss Man too. I'm also going to take Rikishi because we have some cruisers available. No, I wanted Bull Nakano. There's only like 3 women I can pick. Damn it. Speaking of which, are any of my Axe and Smash weren't there as Demolition, but they were there. Of course, Alundra Blaze was available, and they took Bull Nakano. Damn it! Eddie Guerrero, heel cruiser. We're taking him right now. I just had to take a bunch of people I wanted. I don't think any of our people, with the way they're set up, are going to be this low down, but they could be, so I'm going to go from the bottom up. Glacier. Must have Glacier. Not only did I always just think Glacier was cooler than people give him credit for, because yeah, he was an MK ripoff, but I was 7 when he came, or something like that when he came out, and I loved Mortal Kombat. But also, if you're a Wrestling Bios fan, for the memes. Who else can we take here? Oh, speaking of for the memes. Oh boy, it's Saturday Night Fever. Yes. Plus, I need a specialist anyway. So, still haven't taken anyone else from the top of the list. Another heel bruiser wouldn't be bad, actually. There's a couple of those. Ooh, Raven. Raven's a good one, potentially. I forgot to switch Big Show to Giant. Which he should obviously be. That's okay. If I take him, I'll find other uses for him anyway. Yeah, let's go Raven. Are there any babyface bruisers we can get? Not initially. I'd have to turn somebody, but I could easily do that. Maybe Big Show? Turn him babyface? Yeah, let's grab Big Show. Why not? We are definitely going to run into the money problem that we ran into before. The only problem with Jake the Snake is he's a heel fighter, and I'm only, even after I turn Big Show, I'll probably only have one babyface bruiser. Maybe we go specialist? We had a couple of them available. Let's grab Roddy Piper. And then I'll probably only have enough if I want to save any money to grab one more. Who am I going to do? Vampiro. He's a heel specialist. Both my specialists would be heel if I do that. But I can easily change one of them. So, let's do that. Vampiro. So he's a little bit further down the list at least, so he's a little bit cheaper. And with our current options, we'll grab Axe because he has good stamina and he's the cheapest option. And I think we'll stop there because I want to have a little bit of money to work with. And that gives us 11 people so far, which in theory is enough to book cards. They're of course going to pick up a bunch of fairly cheap people. So annoyed they took Hawk and Bull Nakano. Big boss man too, but especially Bull Nakano. I would have liked to actually have... I only have a small handful of women that I can use from WCW with what I downloaded. Would have been nice to be able to use it. Yeah, Stephanie talking shit. And then me talking shit to Triple H and being like, I'm gonna win. I have no idea if that's true or not. Anyway, we'll be back with the actual booking of week 1. Alright folks, week 1. I know normally I show you who I made champion, but I forgot this time. It's Alex Wright. And while it is nice to get the old Wrestling Bios meme in there, that's not why I picked him as the champion. I picked him as the champion because he was one of my mid-50s, a little bit lower popularity guys, so boost him to 65. And because we do have a bit of an imbalance the first week with where we need to do some role changes, he's also going to be our heel specialist, so he can fight anybody if he happens to win this feud and end up as champion. So just for precautionary reasons, I misstarted him as champion, and he's feuding with hopefully feuding with Roddy Piper. So let's see what the hell happens. Alex Wright retains. 3.5 stars, doesn't start a rivalry, but it's a good opening match. Role change, Vampiro. All 3 of the people that you're seeing in my promos, if you remember, if you've watched my other videos or watched other people's, you'll know created wrestlers, each time you reset a GM mode, get reassigned a possible new promo number. all three of them got ones this time, so embarrassing promo, but he's a babyface. Glacier versus Axe. My plan is to do Glacier and Terry Funk versus Axe and Sid for the tag titles. And I was going to do that this show, but I really wanted to get both role changes done since it's only 15 weeks and get that over with. So I split it up for this week and did 2 singles. If they start singles rivalries, great. If they don't, I don't care. I'm doing a tag rivalry anyway. 2.5 stars, good. That's kind of what I wanted, was less than the opener. A charity promo from Raven, weak promo, but thankfully that always gives you fans. Terry Funk versus Psycho Sid. Sid wins. Oh yeah, also, Terry Funk was one of the handful of legends that I put in the pool. Actually, I think almost all of them, the ones that I put in there, came up. Him, Sandman, who was in WCW's Hack, and Sabu, who didn't stay there for super long, but did wrestle a couple, like, talked about in WCW history matches there. So I counted them. Unfortunately, the other 2 were both only 5-week ones. So even though Terry Funk is another face fighter, which is a little bit of a skew still, it does also allow us, because we know we're not going to have as much of the giant bruiser fighter thing, like different groups, because of just who we could pick. It does at least mean there's more new rivalries, so we're not going to risk repeating rivalries too soon. So that was a good match. And roll change, okay promo. And I put this one in a tables match because they're both pretty good stamina, and giant cruiser usually works well. So I figured I'd try it. Eddie Guerrero getting the win. Yes, I did use 97 Eddie Guerrero, 3 stars. Nice. None of them started a rivalry. That's obnoxious. Nothing started anywhere. But we'll be able to do normal follow promos now that we did the role changes. So we tied for the opener. We tied for the mid. We tied both mids, and they beat us in 3 stars to 4 in the main event. But we overall did well. 85,000 fans. We made $47,000. We are ranked number 2 by 1,000. 1,000 fans. Almost exactly 1,000. 1,010. So we'll be back with week number 2. Oh, look at this troll job. Look at the troll job. Hawk and Bull Nakano where they're... Get out of here. We'll be back with week 2. We're back, folks. This game is just toying with me at this point. Went to check the free agents, both legend, just in case, for the few that are there. Sandman and Sabu were both there again. Sabu was still only 5 weeks, but Sandman was 10. Unfortunately, he's another babyface fighter, and we actually pretty much have enough of those at this point. Check the free agents. There was a heel specialist, I think, there. Forget who it was. That was like 5 weeks. Bret That Man Hart, babyface specialist, was there. Permanent contract cost $300,000. Didn't have it. So here's our card. We're missing 1 promo just because of the numbers. Trying to get this started again. Rikishi wins. Still doesn't start anything. Jesus. Self promo just to keep Cactus popularity up for now. Glacier and CM Punk, Terry Funk versus Axe and Sid. Axe and Sid are the new champions, and finally a rivalry starts. Something. Embarrassing promo, shocking. Big Show's now babyface, so he's gonna fight Raven. I think I accidentally turned one too many people, because now I can't really put the specialist. I really wanted a face and a heel specialist, but by doing that, now him and Cactus are both babyface. We'll figure it out. So Rowdy Piper and Alex Wright, Big Show and Raven started a rivalry, which is nice. 3 stars, it was better than the mid-card, good, and it was a level 1 rivalry, so we managed to actually get some stuff started finally. But our mid-card was better than our opener. God damn it. Alright. 87,000 fans, 45,000 profit. We're still ranked number 2. 88,000, so they're still not beating us by much yet. If we keep doing what we're doing, and the rivalries build, we should be able to take them over by the pay-per-view. But we'll see. Week 3 coming up. Alright, folks. I Forget if it's week 3 or 4. You'll know when you see the video. It's one of the two. Kicking us off, Glacier and Terry Funk versus Axe and Sid for the tag team titles. Glacier and Terry Funk win the titles. 3.5 stars. Love to see it. Charity promo from Cactus Jack. Excellent. Thank you, Cactus. Vampiro just has a lot of stamina, and so does Raven, and Big Show's only at about 55 or 60 again. So I figured a run-in would hopefully either use no stamina or very little for him, and just get him on the card. Disappointing match. Didn't even further the rivalry, because of course it didn't. Why would it? As my peeps in Wrestle Talk PFK universe like to say, why won't the rivalries row? That one finally did. 3 stars. Excellent. Now it'll probably be better than the main event. Roddy Piper is the new champion, I think. No, it was better. Good. So at least the card flow still worked. We got a couple rivalries to begin or further. Honestly, they beat us in every match, but we kept up pretty well. 87,000 fans, 44,000 profit. We got a double cost. 90,000, but they actually lost money. So we're in a bit of rough shape. We're going to try to improve. We're still only down by 4,000 though. So let's see how we do the next show, and the pay-per-view, although this might be the pay-per-view, so you'll find out in a second. Alright folks, as you already know from the video editing, it turns out was week 3, it is now week 4. I played that double cost card we got at the end in the last section to try to mess them up for the pay-per-view. This is a bare bones show. I really wanted to get some health spas saved up for after the pay-per-view, and I could get a health spa 3 from Triple H if I did a promo for Piper, plus he's in the 40s for stamina. So to make sure he stays at least above 40, well above 40, so he's not injury prone at the pay-per-view. I am having him do a call-out promo to try to get that rivalry to level 3. Tag team rivalries, you have to just do matches, and thankfully it worked, and I got it to level 3. Amazing match, love to see it. Piper with his 5 on the mic, getting the job done. Trying to get this to a level 2. Won't be able to blow it off, but it'd be good to have it for the pay-per-view. I might have to sign just have to sign a couple jobbers to do some promos at the pay-per-view. Otherwise, this might turn into another blowout. Excellent Cactus Jack promo, thank you. Vampiro just has lots of stamina, and Alex Wright had enough stamina he could afford a match, so I threw him in one, and he won. Mediocre, that's fine. Signed Big Papa Pump. Well, not in this iteration, but for 5 weeks. For now, he's just charity promoing it up till after the pay-per-view. Eddie Guerrero gets the win in the main event. 3.5 stars. Of course, it doesn't further the rivalry. Why would it? Although at least with them, I don't have any other Giants and Cruisers, so if it lasts longer but doesn't go stale, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So we beat them in the opener in the first mid-card. We tied the main event, and they beat us. So we actually won that week. 85,000 fans. We are now in first place and got the health spa that I wanted. 73,000. Love to see it. Let's see how the pay-per-view goes. WrestleMania Backlash coming up next. Alright folks, this is rough. We're low on money. Like, I wanted to do charity promos. I had to switch them to advertising just to afford the show, because it's the only not only to get money, but it's the only thing that costs 0 for promos, and I wanted to at least have promos there to help with overall show quality. Also, I hired 2 jobbers. One of them ended up in a match because I didn't want to do babyface versus babyface. While it technically isn't WCW, the jobbers all have like 20 or to 30 popularity. I don't think it's helping me, really. So, I'm taking it. Trying to blow off this feud. Well, I am going to blow off this feud because it's level 3 or higher. Terry Funk and Glacier, Axe and Sid. Who walks out tag champs? Yes, it's the heels. I actually wanted that because I have a babyface team in mind for them to fight. 4.5 stars in a tables match. You'll notice every match is tables. That is A, pay-per-view bonus, and B, I used a tables card, and C, poor. Steiner cutting an excellent promo, and he's the one who I mainly cared about keeping popular for after the pay-per-view, so good. He lost 1 popularity, but we got 10 grand. Big Show and Raven, level 2 rivalry here. Big Show with the win. Rose at the level 3, amazing match. Love to see it. Weak promo, minus 10 popularity, but I got 10 grand, so 1 grand per point, I guess. Level 1 rivalry, Rikishi versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero wins. Legendary, so I guess I know who got the tables card. Level 2 rivalry, also Giant Cruiser works well. Mr. Higglesby, weak, and we only got $1,000 because he's not even popular. Cactus Jack versus Chester. Here we go. Tables match. Chester with the win. Mediocre, and it starts a rivalry I will not be using. And in the main event, in a tables match, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Alex Wright. Rowdy Roddy Piper retains. 4.5-star classic. I'm glad I put that. I'm glad that middle one's the one that got the 5-star bump, because it would have fucked my show otherwise. But it did not. Instead, it did well. I'm pretty sure by the looks of that graph, we won the pay-per-view overall. Sorry if I was a little muffled there for a second. Let's see how we did. 234,000. We made some money, thank God. We are ranked number 1. 217,000. Yes, we're increasing our lead. It's all because of Chester. It is all because of Chester. Everyone bought replays of this pay-per-view. Not really. We'll be back for week 6 in a minute. Alright, we're back. Week 6. Chester jumped up to 41 popularity. Honestly, with the way this is fucking going, I might end up having to use him. I'm not using Igglesby. I refuse. Because he's a 13 popularity. He's a charity promo case. But I actually had to use him just because I just had free health spa cards, and I just needed to use them. People are dying. Charity promo for Vampiro. Okay promo. Plus, like I said, even now that his popularity is all the way up to 40, it's still 15 to 20 below my lowest regular people. So I don't think he's doing a whole lot for me with his 1.5-star match. Rikishi didn't want to fight Eddie Guerrero this week, because he's been losing to him a lot. So he's fighting new signing, the heel specialist, the model Rick Martel, as a fill-in, and Eddie Guerrero's going to run in on him to try and further the rivalry. It didn't. And it was better than the opener, because of course it was. Why did I think it wouldn't be? Charity promo for Mr. Higglesby. Yeah, the janitor cutting the good promos. Well, good enough anyway. Big Show wants to team with Cactus Jack for a week. So, yeah. That's what this match is. And they win, so there you go. 2.5 stars. And Terry Funk versus Sid, because, quite frankly, I needed a main event. 3.5 stars. Good, it didn't start a rivalry, because I actually want... Tag team titles are probably going to get pushed to the side a bit. Because, quite frankly, I need more heels. I do not have enough heels right now. Yeah, I know, poor opening. 50,000, gained 144,000 bucks, and another health spa. We're still in first. We gained about the same. Alright, so we're still ahead by about 22,000. We will be, well, about 21.5. We'll be back with week 7 coming up. Here we go, week 7, I think. 8, 9, I forgot to double check. Like I said, I'm not using Higglesby for anything but promos, but I gave myself Chester because just because I can't afford more people and I need heels. And while I've seen people do these challenges and just be like, well, I have to use this, so I'll have to do babyface or change somebody. You know what? Chester is hilarious. I mean, fucking look at him. So I'm taking it. If it was like Olaf, the friggin' big like Polish or Russian dude or whatever, who actually looks like he might be threatening, I wouldn't use him just out of spite. But Chester's a goof, so I'm using him. Weak promo, despite having a level 3 on the mic, but it does grow the rivalry. Scott Steiner versus Alex Wright, because I need matches. Alex Wright getting a win after losing his title feud, and it starts a rivalry. Good enough for me. Sid starting a rivalry with Glacier. Vampiro starting one with, hopefully, Rick Martel. No. Okay. That also works, I guess. I'm going to have, like, no rivalries for the pay-per-view. Decided to go with Axe for the second attempt at this. As you saw, I moved Sid. Even though Sid had pretty good stamina, Axe actually had a point or two higher. So I said, hell with it. Promo will give Sid stamina back. Left some people off the show this week because I had a couple more resting cards to give them extra stamina. They get 12 if they're off the show completely. 6 for a promo, by the way. And they can't get injured. Wait, there's health spa cards that you can give them that you saw me get one earlier. And depending on what level you give them, they get either level 1 gives them an extra 6, so 18, or 24 for a level 2, 12 extra, double basically, and 18 bumps it up to 30 for the level 3. I had 2 level 3s and was able to afford to buy a level 1, so I just used those on everybody, including a new signing. I signed Ted DiBiase, who probably back in the NWA at some point, I'm pretty sure, wrestled in what would have become WCW, but even if it wasn't as a wrestler, he was also a manager in WCW in the NWO. So I'm counting him because I'm desperate for people. So it is now week 8. I'll deal with these emails and I'll book the show and we'll be back. All right, week 8. We got Rikishi versus Eddie Guerrero. He wanted a grudge match against him, and I wanted to further the rivalry before the pay-per-view anyway. So Rikishi gets the win in the grudge match. Doesn't further the rivalry, but it's a great match. Rowdy Roddy Piper with his 5 on the mic, getting the job done and starting a promo for the pay-per-view. I'm gonna try and like double call out that or something next show. Cactus Jack versus Chester. The man so great he broke the rules of this playthrough. And by that I just mean I'm desperate. Double call out worked, so we got that to level 3. Psycho Sid versus Glacier, trying to get this to level 2. It does grow to level 2, excellent. And Big Show versus Raven in the main event. Now that they're both healed up a bit, Raven wins. Grows to level 4, you love to see it. So we actually are doing okay. I forgot to check the star ratings, that's okay. 38,000, we made some money that we desperately need. 45, so they're pulling ahead a little bit, but it's still only 8,000. We can still come back from this. Just trolling me, all their champions, is people I wanted to have on my roster. Just trolling me. We'll be back with the Go Home Show for TLC, week number 9. Alright, Go Home Show for the pay-per-view. This is a weird show. We finally booked Ted DiBiase, and Chester's getting booked because specialist. Glacier wanted a main event match. I want Glacier to be happy because I have a feud in mind for him for going into WrestleMania. In the meantime, we need to blow this one off. So Steiner and Alex Wright trying to get this to level 4. It does grow to level 4. Amazing match. Charity promo for Axe just to keep him busy so he doesn't drop in popularity before the pay-per-view. Also, they used their Vita This Is War card they love to use on us. So we couldn't use Rick Martel, who I probably would have put in Chester's place, honestly. Because I'm trying to not use Chester too much if I can help it. I mean, I have to to make myself not mad, for lack of a better term. I have to use them, but I wouldn't have used them where I didn't have to. But Rick Martel, Roddy Piper, of course, and someone else. Sid. So I couldn't try to get Glacier and Sid to level 3 or 4, and I couldn't try to do the double promo with X and Piper. So instead, I didn't do anything to that rivalry and did the charity promo with the hopes of keeping it going until WrestleMania, since it's only level 1 right now. Rikishi and Eddie Guerrero trying to get this to level 4 for the pay-per-view. It did. You will also notice we hired somebody, Sabu, who is a babyface cruiser. I am switching him heel so he can go up against Rikishi for WrestleMania. Embarrassing promo, shocking, with my luck with created wrestlers in this playthrough. Vampiro in a random match just because Big Show and Raven are already level 4. Didn't want to risk it going stale. Sabu, embarrassing promo, but he's now a heel. Honestly, that's accurate. Sabu can't cut a promo. Sabu never cuts promos. So, just to make Glacier happy because he's my guy. And they win in a tables match. 3 stars. And a new tag team rivalry that I'm absolutely not using. Good booking. Could have put this mid-card match as the main event, but I couldn't because I told him he would have a main event match. But it didn't beat my opener, so it's still good booking. 50,000, only 110 profit because we bought some new stuff. We actually gained on them. We are 2,000 behind going into the pay-per-view. We can do this. TLC is next. Hello, folks. TLC Week 10. It's a rough one. Big Show versus Raven. TLC match because they both have 70 plus stamina, and that's the pay-per-view bonus. 4.5-star classic rivalry complete. Axe and Mr. Higglesby got vetoed with Champ and Random Superstar cards this week. So I couldn't further this rivalry again. So Piper's doing a pretty charity promo because we need all the help we can get getting fans at this pay-per-view. Glacier versus Psycho Sid, level 2 rivalry. Trying to build it up. It is level 3. Unfortunately, I can't do what I was hoping to do because I only got it to level 3 at the pay-per-view. I should have tried harder. I wanted to do the ultimate meme. You know what? I might even just say fuck it and at WrestleMania. Ignore whatever rivalries they're in and just do it. Just Glacier versus Alex Wright. Maybe in like a tag match. So that I can still use their rivals with them. Who knows? We'll see. Scott Steiner and Alex Wright. I am trying to win though, so. But I would have loved to do that feud. It just didn't pan out. 3.5 stars, rivalry complete. Excellent match. Or excellent promo. Cactus Jack and Chester. Chester is just destroying Cactus Jack. What is happening? Charity promo from Sabu. Hold him over until the main event. Rikishi versus Eddie Guerrero. Extreme Rules match. I played an Extreme Rules card. This should be a legendary match. Level 4 rivalry. Giant versus Cruiser. Face versus heel. It is. It absolutely is. Amazing booking. And we won the event. My goodness. I can't believe we beat them with that. 207,000 gained, only 46,000 profit. We are in first place. 188,000. Okay. I have a almost 20,000 lead. I just need to keep it for 5 more weeks. We'll see you for week 11. Alright, folks, we are back trying to get ready for WrestleMania. Triple H was just like, you haven't had a title match in a while. And I was like, well, that's because I wasn't able to. At least not a singles one. So we're going to have it now. Try to get this to level 2. We want this at a level 4 for the pay-per-view, of course. Axe retains the title. Grows to level 2X. Amazing match. Love to see it. Eddie Guerrero's like, I don't want to fight Rikishi anymore. He keeps beating me. I'm like, well, good. Your rivalry's done now. So you can fight Vampiro, who's done nothing all season. So Eddie Guerrero called him out to start that rivalry. Scott Steiner really wanted to team with Mr. Higglesby. So 15 popularity Higglesby it is. It'll be fun to see how high he jumps from getting booked with these guys. Still managed a 2-star match out of it because the other 3 are all mid-50s or higher. Ted DiBiase successfully calling out Scott Steiner because that's what I'm actually going to do with Scott Steiner for WrestleMania. Trying to start a rivalry with Big Show and Alex Wright since I couldn't line up my meme feud the way I wanted to. Didn't start anything this time, that figures. Alex Wright's a 3 on the mic though, so I might just do a call out. Terry Funk, I just really don't have anything for right now. I mean, I probably could find something, but it's tricky because I have a couple more baby faces than heels. So without turning somebody, which wastes a week of building any rivalry between them. Rikishi beats Sabu in the main event, starts a rivalry. Yes, that's what I wanted. Good booking. We beat them in the opener by half a star. They beat us. They beat us overall by a little bit, but not a whole lot. We only gained 5,000 fans, but I bought a new arena, so we've got a lot of money. I was like, I don't have tons of money, but I have to spend the money on the arena. I have to, because I need money. So we'll be back soon with week 12. Let's see what happens next. Alright folks, week 12. just before heading, trying to build some stuff before WrestleMania. I actually was rewatching back a couple of the clips to remember where we were. Excuse me. And I figured out I do have something for Terry Funk to do, because the rivalry with Big Show that I wanted to start with Alex Wright didn't start. And as long as it's a tag team instead of a singles, Big Show and Raven can be against each other in a new tag feud. Just can't be singles after the last pay-per-view. So we're going to try to put the four of them in a tag feud. But first, we're going to try, this is a level 3 rivalry, Sid versus Glacier. They're in the 70s for stamina, so why not? It builds to level 4, 3.5 stars, nice. Call-out promo is successful to get that to level 3. Thank you, Roddy Piper, and your 5 on the mic. Tag team match to try to build this rivalry. Heels win. Does not start the rivalry, of course. I was going to do a match with these guys because they actually have really high stamina, but I could get free arena booking for WrestleMania if I put Steiner in the promo. Follow promo instead. And since I'm going to try for the WrestleMania biggest stadium to get the pay-per-view bonus to the matches, that's really expensive, so I can get that for free. That's perfect. And he boosted the rivalry with the promo. Thank you, Scott. Vampiro versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie's is high 50s, but we're close to the end anyway. So, figured put him in a match, because I need another match anyway. Mediocre, but it did grow to level 2. Rikishi calling out Sabu did not further the rivalry, unfortunately. Cactus Jack won in a main event, so it's Cactus Jack and Chester, because I decided I was letting myself have the one jobber and sticking with him, and he keeps winning. So, there you go. Level 3 rivalry. I thought for a second they actually put Animal Hawk together, and I realized that's Ilya Dragunov. I don't know how I confused them, but I did. It's weird, I know. Oh well, it's a thing I do sometimes. Good booking. We won the opener by a half, we won the first mid-card by a full, we tied. So we actually won by a half star. Only gained 7,000 fans, but we made a good profit using the second biggest arena. Got the free arena booking, we're still number 2. They gained on us a bit, but that's what WrestleMania is going to be for. So we'll be back with week 13, 2 weeks before the pay-per-view and the finale. Let's see what happens. Alright folks, week 13, Vampiro now decided to ask for a main event match. We got 3 tables matches and a world title match. World title match probably should have been the opener, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. Rikishi gets the win. 4 stars, amazing match, level 2 rivalry. In hindsight, what I really should have done is switch the tag team match and the title match. Ted DiBiase successfully getting that to level 3. With 1 week to go to get it to 4. Trying to establish this at all before the pay-per-view. At this point, it does not. So I might just do a double call out with Big Show and Alex Wright or something. A charity promo for Cactus Jack, because we need some fans, and I didn't want him to lose popularity because he's not even quite 70. Title match between Axe and Roddy Piper, because they both have high stamina, and they're only level 3. 3.5 didn't grow it to 4. Charity promo for Sid, excellent, thank you. And tables match. Eddie Guerrero. 3, which is not as good as the previous match. I knew I should have flipped those. I mean, the other thing. But anyway, 16,000 fans and even more money because I bought the big arena 2 weeks early. We're still ranked 2. They got 31,000. Jesus, I don't know if I can come back from this now. I'm getting rough again. I just realized I forgot to hit stop recording, so you can watch me rehire Chester for 5,000. We'll be right back. Alright folks, go home show for WrestleMania. DiBiase was complaining he hadn't wrestled in a while, and I was trying to get this to level 4 one way or another anyway, so they're both fresh, so Extreme Rules. DiBiase gets the win. It does grow to level 4, you love to see it. Excellent. I double called out this and it worked both times. Good promo. Vampiro versus Eddie, hoping to get this to level 4. Eddie wins. Level 3 will do. That gets that to a level 4 with a weak promo, but I don't care. It worked. Trying this again just cause. Why not? And finally grew to at least level 1. Self promo for Glacier just to put him over a little bit before the pay-per-view. And get him to above 60 again. And world title match to try to get this to level 4. Which I think it already was. Nope, now it is. Excellent. Love to see it. 19,000. 14,000. We made a little bit of headway. We're 18,000 behind. That is actually doable at WrestleMania. Let's see if we can do it. Coming up next. Here we go, folks. WrestleMania. Didn't have any special match cards. I had enough money with the free arena booking to get all top 4 biggest things to boost the show quality. That's why Raven's doing a self-promo instead of a charity promo. And why he's doing it instead of Chester, who's actually better on the mic this round than him, is because his popularity meets the criteria for the bonus fans and stuff. Plus, not only does that give me 23% maximum show boost bonus for level 6 advertising quality or whatever, it also gives me an extra 8,000 fans just by itself. So it still makes up for the charity promo. So we got 2 Extreme Rules matches, 2 Hell in a Cells, and a TLC. Chester did not make WrestleMania because I actually had more level 3 and 4 feuds than I realized. And neither did the tag team feud, ironically, that I finally got to start. Here we go, Rikishi and Sabu in the opener. Rikishi wins again, excuse me. 4.5-star classic. Love to see it. Cactus Jack with an excellent charity promo, fantastic. Vampiro versus Eddie is level 3, so I'm finishing in Extreme Rules. 4.5-star classic, fantastic. Charity promo from Rick Martel with a 5 on the mic. TLC match, level 4 rivalry. At matching styles. Psycho Sid versus Glacier. I actually put them backwards. I usually put the babyface on the left. Whoops. And I was punished for it. No, not really. 4 stars. Excellent. Excuse me. Alex Wright with a good charity promo. Scott Steiner and DiBiase blowing off their level 4 rivalry as well. Extreme Rules. 4 stars as well. Self-promo by Raven, okay, but I didn't care. I just put him in there for the bonus. And the main event for the Universal Championship, Roddy Piper versus Axe. Here we go, Hell in a Cell. Level 4, both in the 80s for popularity. Legendary match. That's what we paid to see. Tied them, beat them, tied them, beat them, tied them. We absolutely smashed it. 332,000 with our show quality 26 out of 30 and our match card quality almost 100 out of 120. Plus we got a bunch of extra fans. Was it enough? Yes, it was. Not only did we not get smoked like the last ECW one, we came from behind and won the day. WCW, we killed them. Not only did we catch up, I think we beat them by as much as we were behind by. Yeah, just about 17,000. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, kings, queens, and in-betweens, as I like to say, because it rhymes. And it is my attempt to include everyone possible. It is truly a pleasure to do these videos. I love playing this mode anyway, and I love that there's some people starting to find them as we get more settled into a routine here. I am already, as of this recording, about to record our TNA/Impact. I already have plans to do an all Asian wrestlers. I have already decided I'm making one exception. Because Jinder Mahal is billed as India, normally I've mostly been sticking to both actually from there. but he's actually Canadian, and I forgot to pick him and wanted to for the Canadian one. So I'm doing it for the Indian one because you cannot hinder Jinder. Definitely not twice. So that's the exception coming up for Asia. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Impact Wrestling history. There's lots of people in this game to choose. I've got some downloaded. I'm gonna probably download a few more. Well, I don't really need to. There's a couple I'd like to have that aren't. I don't really need them. So we'll see. You'll find out who we have to choose from next time. Peace out.